Hi everyone, as you can see I'm very barefaced today, and that is because we're going to do a get ready with me for a night out. I've spoke about makeup in a couple of videos previously, and I've said I'm not a makeup expert. I don't think that I know everything. I'm not saying copy my look, but I do get interest in the makeup that I own and the makeup that I wear, so I thought this would be a nice little way to show off the kind of thing that I do, as a night out is like my big makeup night. I usually do it about once a week, and I just thought this would be the perfect way to show off any makeup skills that I have, and maybe solve any questions that people have been having with how does Vicky do that. So at the moment I only have two products on, and they're not really makeup products. I just have the Soap and Glory Righteous Butter on my face, because I like to moisturise my face before and after I put makeup on, just to keep my skin in good condition. Don't want to dry it out with makeup, especially my eyes. My eyes get absolutely covered in moisturiser because that's where most of my makeup goes. And the other product I've got on at the moment is my lip balm, which I have a Nerds one at the moment, and I don't even know if you can read it. All the paint's like come off it because I've had it absolutely ages, and it's at the bottom of its thing. So they're the only two products that I have on at the moment, and that's it. I've got no foundation or anything like that because I don't wear it. I just have my face literally is natural, and then I have all the makeup on my eyes and my lips, and I've got a bit of sparkly nail polish on. Woo! Which is really badly painted on, but never mind. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some primer on my eyes, because I'm wearing this eyeshadow for a long time, so it needs to stay. And the primer I've got is by Front Cover, and it's called a Shadow Base. Is it just called Shadow Base? Yeah, that's what it says on the bottom. I got this in a set. I don't know if you can buy them individually. I don't actually buy Front Cover makeup, but I've got a big set of it, which I usually use for makeup looks for nights out because it's quite sparkly and out there. So I'm just going to put this mainly on the outer corner of my eye, because that's where all my darkest makeup is going to be, and that's where the flick of my eyeliner is going to be. So I'm sorry, but I can't put my makeup on without a mirror right in my face, so you're just going to have to put up with that. Just a bit onto my eye as well, because there's going to be a bit of dark makeup there as well. I don't need it all over my eye because I'm going to have quite a clearish eyeshadow on the bulk of my eye. So I'm just going to put that under there. Use this thinner edge under my eye. Doesn't have to be perfectly even, but I do have slight OCD about these things. So that's just the primer. If you can probably see that it's a bit shimmery now. That's this, because it's got quite a gold shimmer to it. I don't know if you can even really see it on the camera. So I don't want to put too much on because I'm not going for a gold look, but it works, does the job. So that's my primer, and then I'm going to use this Front Cover palette. Oh, dropping things. This Front Cover palette called A Billion Stars. It's quite battered because I've had it a while now, and I'm going to take this big fluffy brush. All my brushes are from a collection called She's a Rebel from the British store Wilkinson's. I don't know what the American alternative is, or other countries. I'm sorry, but all my brushes are really cheap, but they work, and that's all that matters to me. And I'm going to use this top violet colour here. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on here, I don't want too much, and I'm going to cover my lid like all the brow bone area and above where I've just put that primer. Maybe a little bit more. Just so that I've got a glittery tone to my brow area, because I like to be sparkly for a night out. Again, not too much. Don't have bright purple marks, but this eyeshadow is quite a shimmery one, so if I rub it in, it just turns into shimmer. Just even them out a bit. Don't want to have one eye more glittery than the other. Right, so that's that step. Tiniest little bit. Like I say, I don't want to have too much on, just look ridiculous. And then the next stage after that, I'm going to use this Avon eyeshadow, which was actually a free tester that they gave my friend, and then she gave it to me because she was like, I don't even use eyeshadows, and you can't really see it in this light, but this top colour here is like purple glitter, like white with a purple glittery tone, and I'm going to be using that on the main part of my lid and in my inner corners. So I'll just get quite a bit on there. Again, I apologise for the fact that I'm looking at a mirror instead of into the camera, but I really can't do this looking into a camera. I would look a mess. I'm going to put it underneath my eye as well, just so I've got that glitter underneath. It doesn't matter about fallout right now. I'm going to tidy it up later, because I can admit I'm quite messy with this eyeshadow. God, I bet you can't believe how silent I'm being. But I've got to concentrate because I am quite dope with makeup sometimes. I do make big mistakes. I'm not as good as people seem to believe I am. Looks about even. So now my eyes are glittery. I can't even see it on this camera. I promise my eyes are glittery. That'll do for cleanup. So that's that shadow, and then I'm going, oh, I need that same eyeshadow again, the other colour I want in there. I'm just going to take the darkest purple colour, which it's not that dark, but it's just a nice colour to like ombre into the dark colour that I'm going to use. So as you can see, this darkest colour here, it's quite bright actually. It's like it's more like a royal Cadbury purple. That's the colour I'm looking for, Cadbury's, as in the chocolate. I'm going to get it on the end of a brush, or I should have said I'm using a double-ended brush for this one, and I'm just going to pat it into this line where the sparkly will meet the dark, and then I'm going to mix them together. Needs to be a bit thicker. Knocked a bit over there. One's a bit more central than the other. Because I do try and get symmetry. But sometimes that just doesn't work out. Right. Just blending it out a bit so it's not so harsh. So then, as you can see, I've got purple in the middle of each of my eyelids. So in the camera, one looks a lot brighter than the other. If I can even that out a bit. Is that better? Yeah. So that's the purple. And then I'm going to take a thinner brush because I like this bit to be quite precise. So it's just this little brush like this. Again, all my brushes are from the same range, and I'm going back into my front cover palette, and I'm going to use the really dark purple colour here. It's quite a black purple, so I'm going to use that. Don't want to get too much on my brush, and I'm just going to put that in the edge here. Just try and cover all that primer that I put on earlier. Just go into my crease with it a little bit. Not too much. As you can see, it goes a little bit further than the original purple, but that's just to make a crease, but not all the way, because then it'd just be too dark, it'd be too much. And then the other side. And try and make sure that, again, it's even. Like the point where the colours mix, I'm kind of blending as I go. I don't do the whole put it all in blocks and then blend it all in one. I blend as I'm doing it. I don't know why. I just don't. Every time I try and do it with a separate brush, it just goes all over the place, and I don't like it. So this is the way I'm going to do it. A little bit more because it's a bit darker on one side than the other. The camera does help me notice which side is a bit darker than the other, though. I've got to say that is a big help. Right, and as you can see, I kind of corner out my eyeshadow. It's not a perfect straight corner, it's quite a rounded one, and that's because I'm going to put eyeliner on. So that's the purples blending. Don't know if you can really see it, but this one seems a bit less blended, to be honest. I'll look at it. Seems a bit better. Right, so that's the purples. I don't want to put any more eyeshadow on now. That's enough of that. Put that down. And then the next step that I do is my gel eyeliner. I don't like liquid eyeliners, and I tried to use a felt tip one, and it actually dried my eyes out and made all the skin flake off my eyes. So cowering in favour of them now. So gel it is, and to be honest, I just think it looks nicer as well. So I'm just going to dip this, and this is the only brush that I'm using that isn't from that set. This is the one that actually comes with my eyeliner, and the eyeliner I like is the Collection one, Collection 2000. And I just think it's so cheap, but yet it works so well. And I don't understand why people pay like whatever ridiculous price it is for the MAC ones or whatever, because this is jet black and it goes on lovely, and I've said that I'm probably going to do it wrong. I'll probably just do it myself, but just lining my eye over the top. Just a tiny little wing. Don't want too much of a wing because you've got the bold eyeshadow. So that's one eye done. Takes forever to do eyeliner. I need to flatten my brush out a bit. I'm always the person that gets their eyeliner caught in their eyelashes. It's a good thing mascara clears that up. And just again, tiny little wing. Nothing too dramatic. I've got such a dramatic eyeshadow. This one's a bit thicker. I'll just make that one a bit thicker as well. Not by much, just the tiniest little bit. So that's my eyeliner. And then I like to do my waterline. I don't like to do it with the same eyeliner that I put on my eyelids, because obviously you see how much I dip. There's chunks of eyeshadow probably embedded in this. So I've got the MUA. It's like 3-in-1 it's called, and you're supposed to do your flicks with it, but because it's like gel in a pencil form, I like to use this for my waterline. So that's my waterline. Probably can't even see the difference on here, but I can. I promise you there's a difference. And then last but not least for my eyes is my mascara, and I use a Mua one. Again, Mua is probably my favourite brand out of any of the brands. I don't care, high end, low end, Mua wins every single time. This one is called Lash Boom, and I've fallen in love with it. It gets my tiny little ginger eyelashes so nicely, because I can admit I have crap eyelashes. So I'll just put this in here. This one's starting to dry out a little bit though. Good thing I've got a backup one. Not that I think they're going to sell out and stop doing it, but it's good to have backups, because if you run out and you need it on the day, and it's usually when the shops are closed when this happens. So I don't like to do my mascara too thick, because that's how you end up with spider lashes. But can you see? I don't even know if you can tell the difference. I think you can up close, can't you? I just like to have a nice thin layer on, just so that my eyelashes are visible, because like I say, I have ginger eyelashes and they're invisible. very blonde eyelashes. So that's that layer. I like to do 2 layers just because I'm going to be wearing it all night and to set it in. So while I'm waiting for this layer to dry, I'm going to do my eyebrows, which is kind of new for me because, again, I'm ginger and I have ginger eyebrows, and it took me forever to find something that I feel matches my actual hair. And I had it all along in this big palette, and I just never paid attention to it because I don't like brown eyeshadows. And it's this colour here. This, I don't know if it looks as ginger as it is there, but yeah, this is what I use. I just use a small amount of it to fill in my brows because I just look ridiculous with too much of it in, because I say my hair's very light, so I need my eyebrows to be very light. So just lightly paint it in, and again my brush is from that collection that I was talking about before. I have quite thick brows as well, so I don't want to do them with too much eyeshadow because then I'm just going to have absolute scouse brow going on, and let's face it, that's not a look that anybody really wants, especially not a ginger one. Right, that looks nicely coloured in. So you can tell this eyebrow is now darker and it matches my hair because my eyebrows are so light and so fair, and even though they're quite thick in shape, the hair is very fine in my eyebrows. I'm not blessed in the eyebrow department or the eyelash department. So I'll just do the other one to match. So that's my eyebrows filled in. My issue is that this eyebrow is lovely and arched, and this one I can just never get to arch the way that this one does. I've just got one good eyebrow naturally. Try and give it a little bit more oomph. It'll have to do. So that's the complete top half of my face, other than the second coat of mascara, which I'll quickly bob on now, and then we can get on with my lips. I just like to go over it, like I say, just because I'm wearing it all night, so it needs to last. I just feel like 2 coats just do that nicely. My second coat is nowhere near as thick as my first coat. It's just to quickly paint over what I've already done and just set it in place. A bit of clump going on there. Better. So as you can see, it's not big dramatic lashes. I like them to be quite natural. Now it's time for the big and dramatic part, which is my lips. As I already said, I've put a lip balm on, but I'm going to just put a little bit more on, just because I'm going to be wearing such a dry thing on top. Like, lipstick is not kind to your lips, no matter how moisturising it claims it is. So I'm just going to put a little bit more lip balm. Doesn't have to be perfect because you can't see it. So that's just a little coat of that, because I want to keep my lips protected. And then, again, this is a newer addition to my look because I've never really known how to do lipstick very well. I've always had this smoky eye look. This has been going on for years, but everything else is relatively new. This is the lip liner that I use. It's from Rimmel, and it's like a clear one, but mine's ended up quite dirty from other lipsticks. But that doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I literally have 3 lipstick colours, and one I don't even use with this because it's so pale. So I just like to put it all over my lips and make the shape of my lip defined. Just because I have got such thin lips. I like to put it right in the middle as well, because the way that my lips seem to work is that if I just put lipstick on with no lip liner, you can still see the inside of my lips, like the pink bit, even when I'm just sat naturally. So I like to put it in quite deep, just so that this lipstick does stick inside. I've got to make sure I get this side of my lips that are all scarred, so it's hard to tell where my lip ends and my like normal skin begins. Let's get inside there a bit. So that's lip line. I can feel now that my lips are covered in it. And then the lip colour I'm going with is Dramatic, but I'm in love with it. It's from the Gothic Glam collection. By Collection, I don't know if they're called Collection or Collection 2000. I think they've had a change. I've got 2 colours by them. I have Revenge, which is the red one, but that's not the one I'm going to use today. I'm going to use the purple one, which is called Scorned, and it is ridiculously purple. It's going to be the same colour as this darkest eyeshadow, which is why I've left the rest of my eyes so light, so that it's not too harsh, and also why I filled in my brows, because you need to have that balance on your face. It does smell really nice, this lipstick, because some lipsticks just stink. I am very careful with this stuff because it can go all over, and then I'll have purple streaks all over my face, and that's not pretty. A little bit out there. And that is my finished going out look. I've got a bit of fallout here, but it's just glitter, so just rub it in. I'll just have a bit of a glittery face, that's fine. This eye seems to have got a bit more than the other one, oh well. So this is the look altogether. Oh, I see I missed a bit of my lip there. This is my going out look. I am going to be wearing this tonight. There's no change. My hair, I literally just have my hair as it is now. I don't straighten it, I don't curl it, I like it to be natural. I might put a bit of hairspray in just so it doesn't just hang on my head. So I just give it a little bit of a bumpy kind of thing, not too much. That's probably about how I will spray it to look. And that is my completed look for a night out. I wear this kind of thing pretty much every week. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the dress I'm wearing tonight. I'll just move a little. You may recognise it from a haul video. It's my panelled Simone Simmons dress, and I will be wearing this tonight to my friend's birthday party. if you wanted to know, that's where I'm going tonight. See you later. I hope you enjoyed the video. This went a lot better than I expected. I was expecting to get purple all down my face and just look a mess. So that went well. Thank you guys, and see you later.